Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Money Hub. Does Elon Musk need an introduction? Seeing the meteoric rise of Tesla and NASA's involvement in SpaceX, the world now watches Musk with bated breath rather than raised eyebrows. Most have come to understand that if this man wants something, he'll get it, through always possible. He has a will of iron and a social media presence most business leaders would give an arm and a leg to have. People watch him, follow him, and interact with him, some through appreciation and some through detraction, but no one can ignore him. And another thing about Musk is that one has to take his word at face value. When he founded the Boring Company and started selling hats at $20 a piece, he tweeted that if he sold 50,000 hats, he'd sell a flamethrower next. Guess what? Flamethrowers are what the Boring Company sold next, and Musk tweeted that these nifty little propane flamers could really come in handy to keep the zombies at bay. So there one has it, a man who says what he does and does what he says, even if it's foolhardy and booed by the naysayers. With 3 marriages, twice to the same woman, and 3 divorces, a well-scrutinized relationship with Amber Heard that went kaput, and a current dating relationship with a musician known as Grimes, Musk manages to be quite the ladies' man. And with 5 sons, a set of twins, and a set of triplets, Musk is apparently an expert in dad jokes, or so he says on social media. On that note, here are 10 things people ignore about Elon Musk. But before we start, I'd want you guys to hit that red subscribe button to enter our monthly shout-out giveaway. Just comment down below saying I subscribed and we'll enter you into the giveaway. Number 1. He barely makes a living as a CEO. If Musk did not already have personal wealth and some 35 million Tesla shares, and the earnings from SpaceX, he might find it hard to make ends meet. Why? Because Musk's total compensation package for Tesla is less than $40,000 a year, and the payment is calculated based more on the minimum wage law of California than actual paychecks. And no, he doesn't cash the paychecks, according to Fortune. Of course, he is still one of the top 100 richest men on the planet, so we wouldn't worry about his bank balance. Number 2. The man behind PayPal. In 1999, Musk sold Zip2 and founded X.com, which was an online financial service and email payment company with a modest budget of $10 million. Later, this company merged with Confinity, which had a money transfer service called PayPal. In 2001, the merged company itself was renamed PayPal, though by now, Musk was no longer its CEO because of disagreements with the board members. He wanted PayPal to shift to Windows from Unix, and the others disagreed. He was still on board and a major shareholder of PayPal, 11.7% to be exact. Though, and in 2002, PayPal was bought by eBay and Musk received $165 million for its stock. Number 3. Musk likes secret messages. No, this is not an invitation for any of us to send one to him. Musk simply likes to put hidden messages on his rockets. In 2010, Dragon capsule's test flight carried a wheel of cheese into orbit, which was obeisance to actor John Cleese's skit from the British comedy show Monty Python's Flying Circus. If that doesn't tickle your cheese, the Tesla Roadster launched into space had a "Don't Panic" sign on it, Musk's favorite phrase from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Number 5. The wheels of his car fell off. Musk is a self-made millionaire, but he wasn't born with a silver spoon or anything. In fact, his mother once held 5 jobs to support the kids. The very first car that Musk bought was an old 1978 BMW 320i that he shelled out $1,400 for. According to Forbes, Musk fixed the car himself and used it pretty well. So much so that when one of his interns from his company Zip2 was driving it, the wheels fell off. The car had lasted him just 2 years when it finally gave up. So this auto giant owner was for a while left minus any wheels. Number 6. 2008 nearly broke Musk. The 2008 financial crisis hit Tesla pretty hard, and Musk had to put his all into making sure the company did not need to go broke. He almost broke himself in the process, and this was also the time he was struggling with SpaceX, a venture everyone labeled foolhardy. Christmas 2018 brought Santa for Musk, though, because Tesla founder investors and SpaceX managed to land a $1.5 billion contract with NASA. It doesn't get as bad and then better than this. Number 7. He loves his comics and robots. Musk is now dad to 5 sons and is a huge fan of comics in general, though he seems to share a special love for Marvel's X-Men, so much so that one of his sons is named Xavier after the X-Men's Professor X. But that's not all. Musk has also named all the automated robots in Tesla's factory after X-Men characters, so there's Xavier, Iceman, Wolverine, Storm, Colossus, Vulcan, and Havoc. According to Clean Technica, this is what the robots do. Xavier stands at the entrance to the trim line, lifting cars down to the floor from an electrified rail. Iceman, Wolverine, and Beasts engage in heavy lifting. Storm and Colossus can be found at the end of the chassis line. Vulcan and Havoc work as a team to lift cars back onto the rail. Number 8. He and Google Guy are founder besties. Best friends do not have to have the same interests. We all have that one friend who's too much into something we don't even like, but we'll still remain friends to them. Turns out Musk isn't much more different than us, even if he can afford to send people in space while we just space out because of people. Anyhow, Musk has been longtime pals with Google's co-founder Larry Page, and the two could not be more different, because Musk is all about humanity whilst Page is all about AI. Even so, they crash out at each other's paths because bros before business people, even if it is Tesla versus Google for self-driving car supremacy. Number 9. Dropped out of Stanford to become a millionaire. After 2 bachelor degrees from the University of Pennsylvania, Musk enrolled to get a PhD at Stanford University, only to drop out 2 days later. He then, along with his brother, set up his first company called Zip2. The company provided maps and business directories for online newspapers and websites and made quite a hefty heap while it lasted. Musk, with his trademark drive, wanted to do it bigger and better, so he sold Zip2 in 1999 for a whopping $307 million, thus becoming a millionaire at the age of 28. What was next in line? An online payment company we all know now as PayPal. Number 10. Musk invested in Tesla through personal funds. Musk is no newbie to the game of business, but he is a businessman with a difference. Once he commits to a certain cause, he gives it his heart and soul. The same was the case with Tesla. In 2004, Musk became the chairman of Tesla, but it was only a year later when he led the first series of funding in 2004 and invested a major share of the $7.5 million through personal funds, that he became the controlling investor in Tesla as well. After a financial crisis, he eventually became its CEO in 2008. Guys, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also guys, if you could please check out one of the 2 videos you're seeing on screen right now, it really does help us out. With that said, I'll see you in the next video.